Okay, we are live. We are live. We are live. Hello, everybody. This is Gabriel again with ODE, Online Digital Education Group, Facebook community of educators that collaborate, that share in each other's successes for the purpose of ascending life, being able to monetize your experience, being able to, serve a greater purpose, being able to, help those and provide solutions, to those people who really need it online, on Facebook in particular. And today's Friday, and this is the 7th of May, and this is episode 125. And it is titled Anxiety Tips for Stressed Out Teachers. And people are still stressed out, and rightfully so. This pandemic has really caused a lot of unhappy folks. And I'm one of them sometimes, to be honest. Like right now, it's Friday, and, I'm going to be locked up by 8 p.m. today until Monday morning, 5 a.m. And this is the third weekend in a row, and it's going to go on until, I believe, next weekend or the following one. And, all due to COVID and all due to, having to keep your distance, saving your life and saving the lives of others. So in the greater good, if this is serving a great purpose, then fantastic. I'm all for it, I got some provisions for the weekend, and I get to stay locked up, and thank God we got internet around here. So let's talk about that. Anxiety tips for stressed out teachers. Let me give you my full disclaimer and stress you out a little bit more. Please note that this is not for those who continuously make excuses or, you're expecting to get rich overnight. There's no false promises here. There's no false guarantees. This is an opportunity to be part of a high quality mastermind that I'm a part of. It's called ODE, right there, ODE, Online Digital Education. It's a group on Facebook, like many communities. But in my community, people don't come here to vent and nurture negative vibes. We keep it positive, and there's no competition. We collaborate and help each other. So, it's an opportunity for you to be part of a high quality mastermind, like-minded people, who are focused on solutions. And I'll be guiding you towards your personal success. And it takes work. It takes dedication. It takes commitment. If you want to rewire this for your personal success, you got to work at it. You got to commit to it. And you got to have dedication to it. No different than what you're doing now, except on the flip side of things, which is the positive side. And for whatever reason, I don't get why people have such a difficult time believing in positivity and maintaining it. I understand the science as to why, but everybody has their reasons why they feel stuck. So if this is not something that you're willing to put in, this is not for you. Nobody's going to get mad at you. And if you're looking to start and then quit in the next few weeks, months, just because it takes work, then you're better off, doing the same stuff you've been doing. And this is definitely not for you. So let me start you off with a quote by Dan Millman, or Daniel J. Millman. And he is an American author and lecturer in the personal development field. Gotta love this guy. He's really cool. And he says, you don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. Yeah, let that sink in. You don't have to control your thoughts. You don't. You just have to stop letting them control you. And there's a way to do that. There really is. And I'm going to try to give you some tips today about how to not allow your anxiety to control you. You see, teachers have more anxiety than ever during this current zombie pandemic, which really started around October of 2019. And these challenging times are making it difficult because The world around us has forced educators to take a hard look at their lives and their careers. So the 432nd or the 432 hertz music, is one of my first tips that can help you with anxiety. But see, most people grew up with the rebellious sounds, and they have forgotten the days of love, like the Barry White era of love. That's what I grew up with, So if you're being consumed by anxiety, listen to your favorite music, but not that rebellious stuff. I really highly recommend the 432 frequency, because it's just instrumental, mellow, good stuff. It actually has a lot of healing, properties, like, believe it or not. The music that we listen to today is based on the 440 hertz, if I remember correctly. And that's designed to get you all messed up. It really does. Just like television and any other media that grabs your attention and then, just totally makes people numb and zombies. The 432 hertz music frequency, is a universal frequency for healing, for just melting away, all those bad vibes. So if you're being consumed by anxiety, listen to your favorite music, but don't listen to that rebellious stuff. Focus on the lyrics and the music and stay with it, especially music about love. You will soon start to feel your anxiety fade away, believe it or not. A lot of people are going to say, well, I grew up with rock and roll. Look, you can do whatever you want. But the right suggestion to get rid of your anxiety is to start, adopting a new BS belief system. You're going to hang on to the old so that you can try to get rid of your anxieties. It ain't going to work. Also, on a daily basis, 30 minutes before going to sleep and upon waking up each morning, you want to try to speak positive affirmations to yourself in a normal tone. For example, I believe in myself, or I breathe in the present and I breathe out the past. Or I forgive those who have harmed me and peacefully detach from them. Positive affirmations are really, again, powerful. But that's the part of the positivity of life that we're not used to, because we weren't taught to think that way. We were taught to think irrationally. So this is a rational way of, again, adopting a new BS and just getting rid of all that negative vibe that we have. And it's not your fault. This is something that we've been carrying for years. But it's a great way and a great place to start. Imagine your day as a positive one in a place, and place those images front and center. Tell yourself that you will achieve and how you're going to do it. Give yourself a positive battle plan for the day. These positive images are a powerful way to manifest your daily success. It really is. And with daily practice, this will become a good habit after 14 days. So remember, life gets challenging. We get that. It gets in the way. Everything from putting on socks in the morning to stepping on dog doodle, sometime in the afternoon. So don't allow the day's annoyances to frazzle you. You can always confide in someone you trust to talk about what you're feeling. You also are your own best friend, and that's a very good thing to believe in. You are your own best friend. In case you can't find someone to share your thoughts with, you can be your own best friend. Love yourself like you love your own best friend. Respect yourself the same way. Give yourself that much value. So give yourself an uplifting talk. Learning to let it go will be a lot better in the long term. It really will be. Practice breathing in the present and breathing out the past as well when you feel anxious. I learned to breathe from the diaphragm. When I feel anxious, to avoid hyperventilation, So my anxiety just melted away when I took deep breaths from the diaphragm. Bring the belly in. I breathe in the present. I breathe out the past and let the belly flop. Okay? When you do it, okay, make sure your stomach goes in and out in a slow and steady rhythm. And that'll help your anxiety start to melt away. It will. And you couple that with positive affirmations up here, you'll be golden. Set aside some time each day so that you can use, set aside some time each day that you can use to worry about events and situations that bother you in your life. Just put a little, this is the time that I'm going to do it. If you restrict yourself to pondering them at a specific amount of time each day, chances are you will experience less stress when you actually do sit down to figure them out. Really. It's a very good technique. Here's another great technique. I use this a lot, and I have it right here, right next to me. Journaling. Journaling is another way to reduce and melt away one's anxieties. Letting go of stress while being distracted with your personal thoughts being written down is priceless. All these thoughts in your journal will declutter your brain. It'll make room for the positivity and make way for an exciting mental garage sale. Really. Go sell the junk and then bring in the new stuff. You'll be able to brainstorm about your present and make things happen in the now. No need to think about past things that makes you anxious. Now, if you feel breathing and journaling exercises feel a bit mundane, then a little adrenaline pumping exercise, all right, can get your brain working on the right side. All right. Anything from hip hop yoga, combat training, to a NASA turbulent exercise program can change the balance of your brain. A good mix of self-love and social activity will result in lower or no anxiety. Try that one out. So let's find ways to have amazing thoughts, which helps you be constructive. Create important goals for yourself and make the effort to complete your daily tasks. Having a personal purpose to focus on is rewarding as you celebrate, the small wins on a daily basis. You should celebrate the small wins, regardless of how small they are. Celebrate. Things like a journal entry or creating a vision board or even making grandma's recipe that much better can help you avoid negative self-talk. Finding your voice is another method to reduce negative vibes. A lot of people find solace, in speaking to the clergy. Having a confidant, a best friend will help reduce negative thoughts. Having trust in someone who has experienced similar or gone through an anxious event helps in support of each other as well. Your brain is an amazing powerhouse and repository, of who you are. Only you know when the anxiety might have started and what caused it. Be your own detective and ask yourself empowering questions to dispute this villain. For example, check out the crime scene in your brain and search for clues as when you feel anxious. What triggers can you identify with? Is it caused by a known or unknown villain? If you could put your finger on it, you can get rid of it and replace it with a positive vibe. Yeah, really. Happiness is also a surefire way to reduce or eliminate anxiety or stress. I highly recommend a Mel Brooks comedy appropriately called High Anxiety. Funny as hell. And I love comedies, from the late 60s, early 70s. So you're going to love High Anxiety. If you know who Mel Brooks is, his sense of humor is that good. I also totally recommend the movie It's a Mad, 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 Mad World with Spencer Tracy. You're going to love this movie. You're going to laugh like crazy. It's got an amazing cast. It's in black and white. I think they colorized it. 60s movie, you got to watch it if you want to get rid of that anxiety and stress and laugh and feel happiness. That's one good movie to watch. Get ready to laugh and forget about anxiety. Share these moments with friends or family as well, and get that love and bonding going over some popcorn. Avoid the daily bad reports, all that bad news, all the TV programs that seem to be designed to make people anxious and stressed out. Entertain your mind with a growth mindset, growth-minded subject matter. All right? Even a thriller on occasion can be good. Just be careful with how much excitement you can muster. And finally, if these strategies are practiced over 15 to 30 days, you may start to see a different positive self-talk, taking place in your coconut here. All right. If you feel that it is not working for you, though, consider a professional medical approach to help you further. Usually, these methods, have a 98% rate of success when applied daily. You can analyze your anxiety, and offer other solutions, to help. Journal your progress and give feedback, to your doctor as well. Because you want to consider, professional medical, help if that's going to help you further. If these strategies still keep you a little anxious, professional medical help does work. So as you are journalizing things, you want to be able to share this information with your doctor, and this is as you go through some kind of treatment, if it's necessary. It is up to you to communicate your honest feelings to your doctor to get the optimal positive results. A professional can tell you if the anxiety is normal or if it signifies something that needs to be addressed further. I truly hope these strategies help you, to have a better idea of how to get your anxiety under control. If you find them beneficial, to you, share them with other people that you know, who can benefit from these tips. Remember, you are truly magnificent, and your brain is your God-given superpower. So take your power back and conquer your life with confidence. My greater purpose is helping everyday people realize their magnificence with empowerment thinking for success. And I started my learning curve with a growth mindset last year during Zombie Pandemic 1.0. The knowledge and tools that you will need to achieve your success awaits you. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Empowerment thinking for success will help you realize your success in personal health, wealth, and make you wiser as you start to live a magnificent life of abundance. And yes, once you check your anxiety, your doubts, your fears, your limitations, your BS belief system, you can start thinking about monetizing your experience, and earning an abundance in life, because you can. So remember, you're magnificent. Let me know in the comments. Come visit me at ODE right here, Online Digital Education Group on Facebook, where educators collaborate with each other. They help each other out. Leave a comment on my newsfeed. Send me a private message on Messenger. I'll respond to you like I respond to everybody. I help clients overcome their fears of success and launch their online niche business with a growth mindset and organic Facebook marketing. That's the primary ways to help you, transition without quitting your daytime jobs. So I look forward to seeing your success and interviewing you live on the ODE community. 688,000 people is my personal goal over the next 5 years. I will make that mark. So come join me and see why. So this is Gabriel, again, with ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery Group, Facebook community of educators that collaborate. We share with each other to ascend the value ladder. This is Friday, lockdown weekend again for me, May 7th. And this has been episode 125, titled Anxiety Tips for Stressed Out Teachers. Don't let the stress get you anymore. You guys are magnificent. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. You have a great weekend. God bless.